Hello, Alvernia Crusader Nation. What's going on? Welcome to the first ever edition of the AUpuck Report. I'm your host, Justin Strom. The AUpuck Report will be a weekly show focusing on the Alvernia ice hockey team. I plan to have guests every week, including players, coaches, and also alumni players. Unfortunately, this week we could not get the head coach, Andrew Disick, but he promises he will be back for the next week's show, so we'll get his thoughts as well. So this week we have three very awesome guests, all seniors, so it's basically the senior triple decker in this week's show. We have Dane Beilhart, Mike Urban, and Mike Durofchaulk. So let's start getting into the recent game. Alvernia started the season on the road. Fortunately, lost both of those games. But this past Sunday, they definitely turned it around here at home at the Body Zone. A 5-0 shutout victory, and that's how you get the season started at home. Goals from the captain, Robbie Kohler. He had 2 of them. Also, Zach Venditti had 2 of the goals, and also Dane Beilhart also scored in that game as well. 21 save shutout for Guervez. Awesome game. A lot of hard hitting in the game, which is, I believe, the first time since my 4-year here that I've seen a lot of hitting. They were very aggressive, which is also the coach, Andrew Disick, mentioned a couple of weeks in an interview that his team is going to be like that, going to be hard hitting and very aggressive, and that showcased on this past Sunday, and got the win. Plus. The other team, East Stroudsburg, didn't have any players. They had, I believe, 12 players, and probably ended up with maybe 10 towards the end of the game. Had a player had an injury, and one of them got kicked out. So, I mean, when you have that many skaters, I mean, probably easy to get a win. But anyway, nonetheless, great way to kick off the home stretch here, which we'll see a lot of games here at home in October. This season is basically sort of like a new chapter, I would say. A lot of new players, a lot of new freshmen coming into the season. Also a new coach. Also another assistant coach that was added on here. The head coach this year, of course, as I mentioned, Andrew Disick. He's not a stranger though. The past 2 seasons he has been an assistant to Tom O'Connell, who we will miss, who stepped down actually this past summer to just focus on the golf teams here. But Andrew Disick, I would say, is a pretty solid choice for this new chapter, because Tom O'Connell has been with the team since its inception many years ago. And also he brought former captain Lucian Saquet also as his assistant. And he also was the assistant as well these past 2 seasons. Also brought in on board was Tim Mears, the father of former alumni, the Mearsy brothers. So it's very cool to see that. I'm very excited to see what the rest of the season's in store. I'm gonna try to be at all the games as I can. So I hope everybody enjoys this. I mean, I'm a little nervous, and this is the first episode. So let's get into our first segment of bringing in our first player. But first, let's check out a video of some practice footage that I got that you're going to like. So check it out. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm here with our first guest, Dane Beilhart, senior forward, alternate captain, number 22 for the team. First of all, Dane, welcome.
Thank you for having me on here. I'm excited to do the show.
Oh, it's an honor. You were, first of all, talk about, you were named one of the alternates. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a great honor and privilege to wear a letter like this. A lot of great guys worn this before me, and excited to keep the legacy of the good captains here at the Alvernia men's ice hockey team alive, and keep passing the torch down to one of the younger guys when I graduate at the end of the year.
I'm going to say good choice for alternate captain, because the other week I went to one of your practices and you kept really letting Phil know he was doing a good job, and he was doing a good job. So I applaud that for giving you one of the A's this season.
Yeah, communication is key out there. Definitely got to boost the guys' morale at practice and keep the guys in good spirit coming into a big game this weekend. And yeah.
All right. Speaking of the games, let's go back to Sunday. Big 5-0 win. First win of the season. Glad to get that first win off your back.
Oh yeah, it felt great. We've always had good outings against East Stroudsburg and always did well against them. We've actually, ever since I've been here, we never lost against them. Had a few close games, and real big game in the net for Justin Guervez back there, getting his first shutout of the year, and good all around team play.
I mean, it's sort of also easy when East Stroudsburg only had like 12 players, right?
Yes, they did have a short bench this year, and we played pretty well. Best game of the season so far. Definitely first time this season we put more than one goal in the net in a game, so that was good.
You also scored in that game. That was your first goal. I went back and tried to look back the last time you scored a goal, because I'm a stat guru. It was last season against Bucknell. You scored 2 in that game. So it's a little over a year, almost a year since you last scored. How does it feel to finally get another goal and get that monkey off your back?
It felt great. Finally getting another goal out there. As you said, it's been a while. It's been over a year. Went through the first 5 games of the season, 6 games of the season actually. No goals, good scoring opportunities, but I couldn't finish. And a lot of weight lifted off my chest when I put that one in there on Sunday.
First off, do you count the preseason games as part of the schedule? Because right now it looks like it's 1 and 6, but to me, it's 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, preseason games really don't count. That's kind of an effort or a good place to get everyone just back in hockey mode, hockey season. Not all the teams, or all the teams that go there are like, that's the first games they played, get out of the way, get the freshmen going, let them know what's going to go on. But yeah, no, I don't technically count those games as
neither do I.
Our season schedule, but I mean, they are games that we did lose, so it's kind of a burden.
When you see the game recaps, they're counted.
Yeah, they're counted. All the stats and stuff count as those, but those don't really count as much for our run for playoffs, but definitely.
Okay, so they don't make a difference towards the end of the year.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they don't make a difference towards the end of the year. I think it's more of just get out there, get back in the mode of hockey season, and get a good weekend, 4 games in.
The line. Talk about the line you're on, or in which line is that? Your line mates.
I'm on line number 1 right now. They've been changing it up a bit from here and there, but Zach Vendetti, a freshman, great player. He's been the guy on my line, and they've been rotating guys in and out, and he's a good fit for me. I like playing with him. He's a very heads-up player, very smart hockey player, knows what he's doing out there, and they just recently put Jake Waltz on my line. It's fun playing with him. He's got a lot of energy. He's a small guy, pretty fast. He gets in the corners, gets the puck for you. And I like playing with him because I played with his older brother since I was 12 years old. And, it's cool playing with a young guy. And I like the young guys, and just great atmosphere on the line. We have good connection and definitely work well together.
Cool. Talk about how new coach Andrew Dizek has really been in here since taking over O'Connell.
Andrew Dizek, he's a great guy. I actually didn't get to play with him. He graduated before I came here. But he's a great guy. He coached us last year, basically made all the shots. Tom O'Connell was kind of behind the scenes recruiting, just doing all the logistics. But I really like Lucian. It's definitely nice having a young guy who can relate to us and knows how college is since he's so fresh out of college. So he understands us having schoolwork and if we're late to practice and whatnot. But yeah, he's a great all-around coach and is really motivated to make us better hockey players, and also loves having fun out there on the ice. So.
Oh, also they brought in Mears' dad this year. Talk about that since you played with both the Mears brothers.
Yeah, playing with Ian and Kevin was a great experience. Learned a lot from those guys. Actually played on a line last year with Ian all year, and bringing in Coach Mears was definitely a good pickup for the defenseman. He's the defenseman coach, and he's got a lot of good pointers. He's been coaching hockey his whole life. Knows what he's talking about. Just a great guy to be around. He's really motivated to watch us play and do big things this year.
Some people might not know a bit about you. Talk about when you started getting into hockey and what type of player you are and what you bring to the team.
I started getting into hockey when I was in about second grade. My one best friend at the time, he played hockey. That was his first year, and I went and watched a few games, and then next year signed up, and then I was in third grade, and then ever since then I've been playing hockey. Throughout the years, I tend to take a few penalties here and there, but I'm more of a physical contact kind of guy, like playing the body and definitely getting out there and getting physical with some of the guys. And I try and put in as many goals as I can and dish it out as best as I can and put up as many points, but I like playing physical and getting in there and getting dirty, like chirping out there with the other team, and yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. This season you got guys get to play again at Santander. Are you excited to play there, or do you like the Body Zone better, or vice versa?
It's definitely a real cool experience playing at the Santander Arena. It's a minor league professional ice hockey team plays there. Definitely, they got one of the best ice surfaces I've ever played on, real soft ice. But playing at Santander is a little tricky just because it's a huge arena and we don't get that filled. So when the puck goes up in the air, kind of gets lost in the bleachers. But I love playing at Santander. I've been playing at Body Zone all my life, so I really enjoy playing there too. But I definitely have to go with Santander just because nice ice surface, nice locker rooms. Locker rooms are key definitely to fit all the guys in.
Final thing here. Big game this Sunday against Bryn Athyn, always tough opponent. Just talk about what's going to take to try to get off the losing skid against Bryn Athyn.
Yeah, Bryn Athyn's definitely always been our toughest game. We're only playing them once this year, so definitely got to make our this game count. But I think to control them and contain them, we got to run a pretty solid 1-2-2 trap, which we've been practicing a lot this week in practice. But they're guys. They got a big recruitment. They got good recruitment, and they bring in a lot of guys from junior leagues across the North America region. And they got a lot of fast guys. They're big. Definitely just got to control them, contain them, and try and get as many shots on goal as we can. And we need to have a big game defensively and block a lot of shots for the players.
Oh, well, I was going to say thank you for coming on here, Dane. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All the best Sunday.
Thank you.
I'm Mike Durofchaulk, number 33, goalie for the ice hockey team. You're watching AUpuck Report.
Hello, welcome back. I'm here with my next guest, Mike Durofchaulk, goaltender. First of all, Mike, thanks for coming to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
How's your season you think is going so far for you?
So far it's going well. We got a new group of guys on the team, a lot different than last year. So far, it's been a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of new freshmen this year. I'm just really looking forward to the rest of the season.
You guys picked up your first win on Sunday, huge shutout win over a short bench East Stroudsburg team. Talk about that win. What it meant to you?
Well, it was a big win. It was our first win, which was very, very. It boosted the morale for the team. Yeah, it was a big win, and we just got to take it one game at a time, and from here on out, just keep working hard.
Take us into the minds of a goalie. What is mostly important when being a goalie? What are the mental strategies, the mindset, and talk about you as a goalie. Like, what type of goalie are you?
Well, what type of goalie I am? I would say I'm a little bit of a butterfly hybrid mixed. For those of you who don't really understand what that means, is hybrid goalie is a mix between stand-up and butterfly goalie. Butterfly is where you go down on your knees a lot. I would say I'd be a hybrid of both forms. For in the mind of a goalie, you just gotta take practice in games one day at a time. Just stay focused, and that's the most important thing. Just to keep your head in the game, not to let your mind wander. Just keep your focus.
Talk about some of the what's it going to take to get back into playoffs. Unfortunately, missed playoffs last year, but not by a bad record. But what's it going to take this season to get back into the playoffs?
I think as a team, we just really got to take it one game at a time. Playoffs is definitely a goal for us, definitely an obtainable goal, and I think it all starts with just working hard and keeping our focus.
Talk about the coaching staff this season. I mean, we new head coach Andrew Disick taking over. We have Lucian back, and also the addition of Mr. Mears. So talk about how they've been going for you.
Well, I personally know Lucian and Dak from last year, and playing with Lucian in high school and college. I think it's really, really important or really neat that we have young coaches being able to coach this young team. I think that has a different element to our team specifically. And I think it's huge that we brought in Mr. Mears for a coach. He's been coaching for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. Everybody really respects him and looks up to him. So this year I think we have a good group of guys and a good group of coaches as well.
In practice, what do you think your best drill is? Do you have a favorite drill or?
Well, personally, for me, being a goalie, I like the drills where I get as many shots as I can. Just keep getting a lot of shots. So really doesn't matter. As long as the team is working hard and getting a lot of good shots on net in practice, that's what really matters to me most. So.
Last question. A big game this Sunday against Brynathan. Always a tough opponent. What do you think it's going to take to try to break this winless skid against them?
Well, there's no doubt about Brynathan being one of the top teams that we have to play, if not the top team. But we just need to work hard, stay out of the penalty box, just play our game, and play hard, and have a couple plays, stuff that we are working on in practice to get us ready for Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining me as your first guest of the week, Duro. All the best.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Flow's still looking good.
Thank you.
All right.
This is Dane Beilhart, number 22, forward of the Alvernia ice hockey team, and you're watching the AUpuck.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with my final guest of the evening, defenseman Mike Urban. First of all, welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're also one of the alternate captains. Talk about what that feels like.
It's a great honor to be recognized by the coaches and the team as an assistant captain. There's been great players that have come through the organization that have also been captains and assistant captains, and it's just an honor to be under them.
So far, how do you think your season's going and your game?
We started off a little rough. We have a lot of freshmen this year, so it's been a lot of a bonding process. But I think now we have a pretty solid team.
Okay. Talk about you guys got your first win on Sunday, big final shutout victory over a very short bench East Stroudsburg team.
Yeah.
Talk about how getting that first win felt.
It was a great boost. Our first home game. We did what we needed to do. We came out strong. All the freshmen were working well together, and everything just sort of clicked.
Take us through the minds of a defenseman. What is most important? What is the mindset or the type of player you are?
I would say with the mindset, you need to keep composure at all times because in order for the offense to start, we need to get out of our defensive zone. So as a unit, we have to work together defensively to make progress.
Okay.
And I would say that the most important thing about being a D-man is keeping the game in flow and doing your best to stop the other team at all costs as a unit.
Okay. Talk about the coaching staff. I mean, you have a new coaching staff with Coach Diesik and Stockhead, and also bringing in Mr. Mears. Talk about what's that's been like.
Yeah, last year with the coaches, it was a little bit of an adjustment period for them because they're young guys. They came out of the program. But it was good that we brought in Mr. Mears because he's been a great influence on both the coaches and the team as a whole. He's been he's been a great addition to the team as a whole.
Okay. Last Sunday I must have sat with the Mike Urban fan club because you got a lot of fans out there, including Ian Evans. And every time he yelled something, you always give a smile.
Yeah.
Is that something you feed off of?
Oh, definitely. Since my freshman year, he's been all my things. Same with some of my other roommates. They always come out and support me, so it's a great time when they're out there having a good time.
Also, Evans is one of your roommates this
year.
Yeah,
he's been one of my roommates since freshman year.
Yeah, so shout out to him. Last thing here is a big game on coming up this Sunday against Bernathen. Always tough opponent.
Yeah,
what's it gonna take to get off this winless skid against them, beat them?
I think we're gonna have to definitely run the 1-2-2 forecheck, and our defensive game is gonna have to be on par throughout the entire thing, just to keep them out of our zone because they're fast, they're bigger than us, they've been playing longer than we have together, so it'll definitely be a big test for our team.
And also, I looked online. This is going to be only their second game this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Keep up the good work of practice.
I'll try my best.
And all the best this weekend.
Thank you.
Alright, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed some of those game photos that we've had for you from this past Sunday against ESU, courtesy of Jenna Harper. I want to thank Jenna for letting me use those photos, and a big shout out to her and the athletic department. Jen takes a lot of good photos. You can check out her photos on SmugMug. Also, the alumni of the week is James Banger. Recently graduated last year. We miss you, Banger. I got to talk to him last night and a couple of days ago. We miss you, and hopefully you're doing good in California. Cali. But I'm your host, Justin Strom. Thank you for watching. And I also want to thank the Media Suite. Awesome place here. They have a lot of high-tech stuff. They do a really good job here. And I look forward to coming in here every week and recording the show for you. Social media, you can follow me at Stromy13. Also on Facebook if you want to add me. I'm Justin Strom. Also follow the team on Twitter. Mirko runs the Twitter account. That's Big A, Big U, Puck, little P, U, C, K. On Twitter. I run the Facebook page. You can look that up in the search as Alvernia Crusaders Hockey. I post a lot of stuff on there, game recaps, post-game stuff coming up too. Also score updates, just so you're involved with the team. But that's our first show. I mean, we had a couple of hiccups here or there, but and of course I was extremely nervous. But thank you for watching, and please come out to the game this weekend. We want a big crowd. We had a very decent crowd on Sunday, but definitely come on out and watch some hockey, because it's hockey season. It's finally hockey season. It's been a long time, but it's finally here. Thanks to everybody. Have a good one. I'm Justin Strom. Go Crusaders. Let's beat Bryn Athen. Yeah!